Hi Natalie, can you tell us a bit about yourself?
Yes, hello, my name is Natalie Budessa. I'm from the USA. I'm from the San Francisco Bay Area in California. I have been an English teacher for almost 3 years now. I started teaching in South Korea and I started teaching children. I didn't really enjoy this as much, so I transitioned into teaching adults. That's when I started working for Wall Street English. I started working for Wall Street in Vietnam. Then I was able to transfer to Shanghai, China, so that's where I am now. And I'm really enjoying it so far.
How does life in Vietnam and life in China compare?
Life in Vietnam was not as modern as life in China. In Vietnam, things were a little hectic, a little crazy. Of course, this made it really fun and interesting, but I really craved a more modern lifestyle, so that's why I came to China. Things here are very convenient. They have a subway, for example, which we didn't have in Vietnam.
What sort of opportunities have you had in the company?
So I started out as a full-time English teacher, which I am now. But I really liked that Wall Street was very supportive with me in growing how I wanted as a teacher. I became really interested in lesson planning and design. And when I told my manager this, she really looked for some opportunities for me. So I did join a national project where we make lessons for the different centers around China. I also got an opportunity to be a content writer for Wall Street International. So I'm helping to update the lesson materials for all of Wall Street in the world. I'm really excited about this because I really want to learn more about that. And I'm really glad that Wall Street was able to let me grow in this direction while still being a teacher.
What sort of places do you like exploring?
I really like exploring more local places in China. For example, I really like the French Concession. When you go here, you can kind of feel the history as you walk down the street. There are a lot of old historical buildings, and a lot of the streets have trees lining them, so it's actually really beautiful to walk here. Near the French Concession is a park called Fuxing Park, and parks are a special place in China where you can see people of all ages gathering.
Okay, so what's your favorite Chinese food?
My favorite Chinese food is Sichuan hot pot. Hot pot is a big bowl of boiling broth, and you choose different meats and vegetables and put them on a skewer. Then you put it in the broth and cook it for a few minutes. It's really fun to go eat hot pot because it's meant to be shared. So you always go with a group of friends, you choose all these different random things and cook it, and it's always a lot of fun.
So what's interesting about learning Chinese? Is it as difficult as people say?
It is difficult. There are different tones in Chinese. I think there are 4 tones, and it makes pronunciation very important. For example, one word can mean something when you say it this way, but if you say it another way, it means something totally different. So this can be a challenge, especially for me, but I think it's not as difficult as people say. I think that Chinese people are rather forgiving when you speak, and most of the time I am understood when I speak to others.
And a small challenge, how would you introduce yourself in Chinese?
Okay. 你好，我叫 Natalie， 我从来美国，我住在上海，我是英文老师。